Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you've ever felt like the whole dream of homeownership is locked behind this impenetrable fortress of traditional banks, strict credit requirements, and just endless red tape, well, you are in exactly the right place today. We're going to take a deep, conversational dive into a completely alternative path to buying a home with Nationwide Real Estate Acquisitions LLC. It's this fascinating model that literally flips the traditional script on its head, and we're going to break the whole shebang down for you.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever just found yourself thinking that a traditional bank is the absolute only way to buy a home? It's a massive hurdle for so many people, isn't it? The strict approvals and rigid algorithms can leave you feeling, frankly, completely locked out of the market, even if you've got a stable income and you're perfectly capable of making a monthly payment. You are definitely not alone in feeling this friction, and today we're looking at a completely different way forward.
So let's look at the stark contrast between these two worlds. On the one hand, we've got the traditional mortgage route. You know the drill. Months of waiting and anxiety, super strict credit requirements that kind of judge your past rather than looking at your present, and the really daunting task of saving up a 20 to 30% down payment. Yikes. But on the flip side, we have the seller financing way. We're talking flexible credit considerations, a timeline that shrinks down to just weeks, and a much more manageable 10 to 12% down payment. It's a real game changer, shifting from the constant friction of the old way to immediate, streamlined accessibility.
Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is this mechanism? Well, the core concept is actually quite brilliant. In seller financing, the property owner actually acts as the bank. They hold the mortgage note, so instead of paying some faceless traditional lender every month, you make your monthly payments directly to the seller. Nationwide Real Estate Acquisitions LLC specializes in this exact model, helping you completely bypass the whole traditional banking system. The seller literally becomes the bank. It makes the entire arrangement direct, human, and incredibly straightforward.
So the crucial point is that it all boils down to these foundational benefits. First off, you skip the bank completely. Zero traditional mortgage approval required. Second, you start with a low down payment. Third, you get to move in quickly, because the simplified process just means way faster closings. But finally, and honestly most importantly, you build equity. From your very first payment, you are building your actual ownership in the property. You're not just throwing money away on a place to stay, you're investing in your own wealth right from day one.
Let's just focus on this number for a second because it's absolutely crucial, 10 to 12%. Unlike the traditional route that often demands 20 or even 30% down, which, let's be real, can take a family years, sometimes decades to save up, this low down payment gets you started almost immediately. To put that into perspective, it significantly lowers the barrier to entry, meaning you can start putting your hard-earned money towards your own asset today instead of years from now.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a remarkably simple three-step life cycle for a buyer. Step 1, make your 10 to 12% down payment. Step 2, sign the agreement. They handle all the paperwork to create this really straightforward agreement with totally fair terms and a transparent payment structure. And Step 3, move into your new home. You just get the keys and begin building that equity. It's a streamlined process designed specifically to get you into a home without all those traditional headaches.
And because you skip all that traditional red tape, we arrive at this incredible timeline. 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, think about that for a second. I really want to emphasize the sheer speed of this transaction. While traditional bank processes drag on for months, getting completely bogged down in underwriting and just endless document requests, this seller financing model means most buyers can close and get the keys to their new home in just a matter of weeks. No way, right? But it's true.
Now you might be wondering, does this program only apply to a certain type of entry-level home? Actually, scratch that. It doesn't at all. They have homes available nationwide, ranging from $60,000 all the way up to $5 million. That is a massive range of property values. Whether you're looking for an affordable first step onto the property ladder or maybe a multi-million-dollar dream estate, there are options to fit entirely different budgets, lifestyles, and needs.
And this brilliantly illustrates the tangible reality of the homes we're talking about here. For instance, we have beautiful single-family homes, spacious properties with yards in established neighborhoods, which are absolutely perfect for growing families who really want that community and space. Then, we also have sleek townhouses and condos. These offer excellent low-maintenance living with community amenities, making them highly ideal for first-time buyers or anyone looking to downsize without the hassle.
But the versatility of the program doesn't stop there. On one hand, you have investment properties. These are prime renovation opportunities where you can chase some really excellent return on investment and build equity even faster by improving the property. On the other hand, for those who kind of want to get away from the hustle and bustle, there are rural and land options. We're talking countryside properties with real acreage, offering space and privacy.
Basically, whatever your specific goal is, the program adapts to it.
And when they say nationwide, they truly mean it. With coast-to-coast coverage across all 50 states, this isn't just some small regional operation. This massive scale means no matter where you currently live, or maybe where you want to move across America, they have the infrastructure and the reach to connect you with seller-financed homes. It really is a huge network.
Of course, scale is one thing, but trust and execution are another thing entirely. Let's look at their track record for a second. This expert team has helped over 1,000 families achieve homeownership through seller financing since 2018. They operate across all 50 states, and they are a proud recipient of the National Housing Achievement Award for 3 consecutive years. This perfectly validates their expertise. They aren't just participating in non-traditional home buying. They are highly trusted, award-winning experts in the field.
Okay, let's pivot to a really important point on our FAQ section to clear up the biggest myth out there. You might be confusing seller financing with a lease option. They are fundamentally different things. With a lease option, your monthly payments usually just go toward rent until you have the option to buy later on. Basically, you're just renting. But with true seller financing, you are the property owner from day one. Every single payment builds immediate equity. It's true, genuine ownership right from the start.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it completely humanizes the financial process. It says, past financial challenges won't stop your home ownership dreams. We consider your current situation, not just credit scores. That should be incredibly reassuring to hear, right? It means your actual, current human situation matters far more to this company than a rigid, backward-looking credit algorithm. They even offer customized terms to create manageable monthly payments tailored exactly to your financial situation. It's just a much more human approach.
Which leads us perfectly to our final thought today. So, what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to skip the bank, take control of your future, and start building your own equity today? This alternative path isn't just about finding a place to live. It's about reclaiming your financial power, building real wealth, and achieving a dream that traditional systems might have told you was completely out of reach. I really hope this explainer has opened your eyes to these incredibly powerful options and leaves you eager to explore how seller financing can work for you.